dog here doing all the cool shit.
No,
not as cool as he thinks he is.
Nah, not really, bro.
How do you spell dog? Is it like D-A-W-G or is it like D-O-G-G? Or is it like D-O-G or is it
D-O-G-E?
D-O-G?
That's Doge.
I know.
Hey, guys, did you know that dog spelled backwards is like God?
Wow, you are blowing my mind,
Guys.
dude.
Brownie spelled backwards.
I already said that joke,
is giraffe.
Wait a second. No, it's not. There's not a B in giraffe.
That's the issue, is that there's not a B in draft.
Or an O.
Or a
A
W.
W.
Or an N.
There's a W.
That doesn't spell giraffe at all!
Wait, there's a W in giraffe?
No. there
Oh my
isn't.
god!
We said there isn't a W.
Oh,
It's a silent
When
W.
pot jokes get taken too seriously.
Guys,
Oh, they're pot brownies.
What are you talking about?
No wonder you think it spells giraffe.
You're just taking logic everywhere. Okay, hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Background Noise Podcast.
What's up, guys? It's your boy.
Let's go around and introduce ourselves. Woo! I'm Harrison.
I'm Colin.
I'm hosting.
That's Seth.
I am, therefore I will be.
I think, therefore I am. And
I
who
am.
are you?
Therefore, I was.
Victoria. I have
You're
the day-
Victoria?
I have the day off. I'm so happy. Like, I should be working right now, but like, I'm
I have
not.
the day
Oh, that's Austin.
Yeah, that's
for those of you who
Mr.
aren't educated.
It's Mr.
in
I
his,
don't, I have an easy job, Austin.
Yeah, that's it.
No, retail sucks. I'd
Especially being a
work,
manager of retail.
I'd rather
Your
have the
choice.
job I have now and work all the hours I have than do retail
Yeah, no,
again.
I was.
Or food service.
It's even worse.
Yeah.
I'm in a store that's anal about overtime, and yet I was there for probably an extra 2 hours yesterday.
Yeah.
They
And
hate
now-
overtime, or
Huh?
they hate overtime.
Our
or-
store doesn't profit.
Oh,
Yeah. Because if the more you have to pay
yeah.
people.
I mean, like our store in general doesn't profit. That's why we don't bonus. And I mean, they can't afford to pay overtime.
Mm-hmm.
So now it's just 2 hours that I have to cut later in the week, in which I can't because the next day is Sunday. You know, I'll be able to cut hours.
Okay.
But then it just fucked me over Sunday, in which I'll have to stay for longer.
Real life is hard. Just don't ever grow up. Kill us!
Never work retail.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just, well,
Actually,
okay.
retail
What?
is fine.
If you're in a, like high school as a first job, I think everyone should be forced
Yeah.
to work retail because it develops like fucking manners and shit.
A lot
You
of
actually
social
know.
skills.
Yeah, and
A lot
social
of
skills. Like you actually learn what it's like to be on the other side.
And you realize that, oh no, it's the customers that are the idiots.
Yeah.
The customer is not always right. At
No,
all.
oh god,
They're
no.
almost always
90%
wrong.
of the time, they're usually wrong.
Yeah. Both in either retail and food
literally
service. Yeah.
retail is just about customer satisfaction.
Yeah. To make sure they come back.
Yeah.
Even though sometimes what they want is literally impossible for them to give. I know this from experience.
What do you mean?
What did they
So-
ask for?
No. Okay, so this was back when this was back this is going back now to actually some of our first episodes of the podcast when I was working at Family Video. So I was working at the C. Evan Boyson location at Family Video, and I'd gotten this call. The lady wanted to renew a I don't remember what it was, but I think it was a TV series. Well, the thing was already late, so not only was it going to charge her for the rental fee, but like the late charge on top of that. And she started arguing the point, no, that's wrong. You know, I called apparently the day before or whatever to re-rent it. And of course, the way the computer system's set up, it doesn't keep track of that. I'd have to go into like manually scroll through call logs, and no one, especially with how many calls you get a day, that would take fucking hours to actually do. And I'm like, well, at least according to what my computer showed me, and she started getting very hostile about it. And I'm like, there's literally nothing I could do to take anything away. No special like discount I can like hide it under, or any way I can take the late charge or even the re-rental charge off. That's something that the computer automatically is hardwired to do. No, like, I think the only people that know how to bypass that are the DM and the manager, and considering how I was none of those things at Family Video, I'm that kind of SOL.
Family Video has a dungeon master?
I was about to say that. I was like, I'm going to be the Family Video dungeon master.
That actually would be cool, though.
They must be in charge of the room in the back.
Oh, the porn? I got stories about the porn room.
I know, we've told them on the podcast.
Anyways, so about like 45 minutes later, right as I'm getting ready to close, she comes in and starts, I kid you not, screaming at the top of her lungs, and I'm like, I literally show her the monitor, and I'm like typing on the fucking, there's literally nothing I can do. And she did the whole, well, you just lost a customer, how dare you be so rude to me, yada yada, I want to see your manager type BS, white female housewife BS. And I'm just like, I literally told her, like, fine, I don't care. If you're going to be like this towards me for something I literally cannot control, you can get out of my store. And she just walked the fuck out. She's like, what's the phone number of your manager? I'm like, here. And I literally wrote down my manager's phone number, and like, he'll be in tomorrow. I'll be looking forward to hearing from him about you. And I called my manager and was just like, told him exactly everything that's happened. He's like, yeah, whatever, I'll deal with it. Fuck it. She doesn't, she can go fuck herself. I'm like, yeah, don't care. Retail, whether it's actual retail or food service, blows.
Yeah.
But everyone should be forced to work it at least at some point in their life.
Because we need someone to do it.
Well, that's
just get everyone to cycle through it for a bit.
Yeah.
It'll make other jobs easier.
It actually would, yeah.
Make them more tolerable.
I hate people like that. Like, anywhere.
Yeah. Oh, God, yeah.
They'll be at, like, amusement parks and shit, too.
Yeah.
People who just think that they're entitled to something because they paid to be there.
It's like, no. It's not how the world works. I'm sorry. I know you want, you got this big old ego about yourself that you just need desperately stroked, but...
It's not my ego that needs stroked.
Okay, the funny thing was, that's the first thing my mind went to. I'm like, I'll just say ego.
Okay.
Because you can stroke an ego that's still, and everyone will get the euphemism.
Wait, stroking one's ego is a euphemism?
Yes. Because, like
speech.
I mean, it is, but it's a euphemism for, like, having a pissing contest or,
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's a euphemism.
Insert an obscene hand gesture here because you guys can't see it.
Masturbating.
Just, like, trying to hitchhike.
Very loosely and vigorously.
Like,
I really need this ride, guys!
This ride.
Masturbation.
Thank you, Austin.
In case it weren't clear.
Yeah.
So, Sonic Mania came out.
Yeah, I've been watching.
That game is fun.
Yeah, I saw you play a little bit on the way over here, and then when we were getting set up to. Yeah, and then I also been watching the Game Grumps play it, and yeah, and the funny thing is, one of the questions that got brought up was, huh?
Is it not just a Sonic? I heard it was just like a Sonic remastered, pretty much.
No, it's got new levels
yes
and
no.
Same like.
It's on
levels,
2D.
but so it uses the same blocks for some levels, but completely different setup. So,
okay, so it's a revamp.
They basically it's new levels, just in the look of the classic Sonics.
Okay, yeah, so it's
so it's good.
Okay.
Yeah.
I liked Sonic Heroes.
Why?
I did too.
Sonic Heroes. That was like that was like the first game I ever got on my PS2.
None of the three.
You see, this brings us back to something that you weren't here for last week.
Yeah.
What's your favorite game that everyone else in the world hates? Like,
yes,
it wasn't me this time.
Mute your phones, people. Jesus.
See, I did.
But Godzilla must have his voice heard. Right.
That everyone hates.
Well,
Yeah.
like it's pretty. Not necessarily everyone, but like it's pretty universally renowned as like not a good game.
Oh God, I like a lot of games that shouldn't be good.
Okay, like what?
Well, I don't know. I'd have to think.
Okay, we'll come back to
yeah.
that. I guess.
What were you guys'?
Well, I like Sonic and the Black Knight.
Fuck is that?
It's a Sonic game on the Wii where you play as Sonic, who in King Arthur times.
He has
That
a
sounds
And he
thing.
has a sword.
That literally sounds awful.
It is.
I like it. Fuck you guys.
One of my
That's the point of the conversation.
favorite bad games, at least one of them, because I don't even remember what I said last week.
Listen to the podcast.
Yeah. But I if I didn't say it back then, which I doubt I did, but I just remembered one of my favorite ones was Final Fantasy VII: Dirge of Cerberus.
What's that?
Oh, no one knows.
Is that you hate it, but it's good? Or
No,
you like
it's
it
the
'cause
one that's like one of those Final Fantasy games that everyone just like, what the fuck is this? Well, this doesn't belong here. You play as Vincent Valentine, the guy with the red cloak and the gun.
Okay.
It's a shooter
Okay.
Oh.
in a Final Fantasy game
Yeah.
Okay.
with RPG elements.
Okay.
I liked Crisis Core.
Crisis Core was good, but it was still like very much
I
RPG.
cried at the end of Crisis Core.
Well,
Like,
so did everybody, but
you knew he was going to die, but it's just...
well, yeah, if you play
the
Final
game
Fantasy,
makes
you
you
talks about
feel for the character.
well, yeah, that's what we call good writing.
Yeah. That's,
Because even
It's
though
like-
like
It's
everyone
it's gonna
knows
happen
that
at some
Zack
point,
dies
but
in the
it's
end.
just like, I still cried. It's like, it doesn't matter that he dies.
Yeah. Well, we actually get to like this time is we actually get to see Zack actually
Yeah.
die and everything rather than it being told through
Zack
flashback of Cloud's memory.
Zack is dead.
How long has it been since you referenced that one?
While.
Like,
Yeah, I was
like
saying-
maybe 5-10 minutes ago.
Before the podcast.
Yeah,
Before the
Before we
podcast.
started recording, though, Austin, it doesn't count.
But no, Dirge of Cerberus it's I don't know, it's I wouldn't say there's definitely worse games.
Anyways, we had this conversation
Yeah.
last week.
Oh,
We
yeah,
don't
let's
need
not
to
do it
go.
again.
We don't need to have it again.
Max Payne 3.
Yes, we understand that you like Max Payne.
And I hate Western RPGs.
Yes, you made that point very
Yes.
clear.
Right. Glad we summed that
Even
up.
though there's a couple good ones, but for the most part.
But what are your thoughts on games like Sonic Mania that?
Well, the funny thing is that I was actually listening to the Game Grumps, and Dan had asked, why is this game like, even though it looks, like quote unquote less primitive because it's more of that 2D side scroller classic look, even though it looks really fantastic. Why is this so much better than like something like more recent like Sonic Boom? And it's because it's made with love, and it really shows it in the game. Like I said, everything I've seen for it, it's made by people who generally want to, at least that know what Sonic is and, made it with love. Unlike something like Sonic Boom or Shadow the Hedgehog or something where they was just trying to get at some quick cash grab, rush it through type BS.
See, Sega did a really good thing in like just hiring a bunch of independent developers to make this game because
We don't know how to make our game, but you have probably a much better idea than we do.
You guys
So
love
do
our
it.
game, so yeah, help.
Yeah. Build our
Pretty
game
much.
for us. We'll pay you
and
to
then
do it.
there's of course Sonic Forces coming out.
Which
Which-
one is that one?
It's like the sequel to Sonic Generations.
Oh!
Create a character.
And all the fucking Deviant Art OC creators fucking exploded.
Yeah, I'm like, with every ad for that game that comes up, I like it less and less, which is not a good thing.
Watch
The
them
first-
turn it into an RPG. They already have customer character creation. Just watch, Harrison. Everything will be an RPG!
Fuck RPG.
Cool.
Yeah, you read inside, they're like, alright, cool.
But like, the first ad that showed for it, I was like, oh, cool, they're doing a sequel to Sonic Generations, an actual...
Yeah, Sonic Generations element I liked.
This will actually be good. And then they just kept adding stuff like character creator for whatever reason.
Ew.
And
Why a
and,
Sonic
like,
game?
It's a really dark setting for some reason.
Okay, I haven't seen the dark setting one.
Well, it's in all the ads because the story is that the villains have taken over the world.
Oh, okay, yeah. I guess that wouldn't be my definition
Good for
of
them.
dark.
Way
Yeah.
to realize their ambitions, you know?
they saw their dreams and they achieved them.
Right? Good for them.
You know.
I'm probably going to get Sonic Forces, but
So wait,
probably get it used.
what if they just turn it into like Sonic Underground? Like that TV show, the 90s one?
Yeah?
Where essentially Eggman had taken over everything, Robotnik, and basically Sonic was the head of a rebels group.
That's pretty much the story.
It's literally Sonic Underground, the game.
Except there's two Sonics.
What? Oh,
Classic
yeah.
and...
Classic and,
No, yeah.
the one that matters and then the one everyone hates.
Hey.
Which one's which?
The one that matters is the classic.
I like the 3D games.
Depends. Like Sonic Generations, I liked. Colors, I liked.
Adventure 2.
No, that game just like as much as there was so much to do in it, it just felt so empty.
I don't care.
I love that you're like, you're like gonna say don't think so, but you're like, oh wait,
You're gonna say disagree.
Yeah.
It is. It's an empty game.
In what way?
Everything is so fucking lifeless.
I disagree on that.
Okay,
point.
how so?
Well, I mean, the life is not in. There's not like people walking around necessarily, but it's in the architecture and the level design. Yes. What? What?
No.
Yes.
Because this came out in an era where like it has where a lot of games,
I'll go out and buy some more Lemon Pledge.
Wait,
No.
Oh, fucking Consuela. But this game came out in an era where, we already had like games that knew how to create atmosphere, whether it's scary or happy or whatever. But the game literally has no atmosphere. It's literally just black people like standing there going. And then I will admit, there's a ton of glitches in
I
that
think you're
game.
looking for story in a game that's not story driven.
It's Sonic Adventure. How is it not supposed to be story driven?
Because it's
and there was
level
a story
driven.
There was a story
that
there.
was secondary to the gameplay.
Stupid.
Right.
I reject your reality and substitute.
Well, I was
my own.
watching Aaron, like Game Grumps, the one where
Ego
Aaron is
Raptor.
by himself.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And playing Mega Man X, and he straight up mentions, I like these old games. I don't like games like Uncharted and Last of Us, because story-based games are boring. And I agree with him on that, because...
That's why I never recommend Uncharted to you.
Yeah, that's like, as much as I think that Aaron has Ego Raptor, especially in his sequelitis, brings up a lot of good points about a lot of, like, games. That's one thing I do have to differ from him, because as much as I love gameplay, like, there should be definitely good gameplay, but at least it depends honestly on the game. For, like, yes, I admit, like, for something like Sonic, Mania or something like that, or those classic games, obviously they took second because...
Okay. All I'm saying is complaining about lack of story in a Sonic game is like complaining about lack of story in a Mario game. It's not what people are there for.
Okay, yeah, but considering where Sonic went with their heavy story...
Well, that's a different argument. That's a bad story argument. That's too much of a bad thing is a way bad thing, whereas...
Too much of
a bad thing is terrible.
Like, Sonic 06 was a mistake, and no one will disagree with you that Sonic 06 is a bad game, because
I think it was
the gameplay isn't there. Okay, so the gameplay isn't there. It's not. It has a terrible story, obviously.
Bestiality.
So there was no aspect of it that was like fun, but with Sonic Adventure and Sonic Adventure 2. Like, yeah, there's story elements that give the characters a reason to be doing the things that they're doing, however, like, menial or stupid it is.
But the
fun is not from the story, it's from the gameplay.
Even in that game, the 3D didn't work for it.
What do you mean?
Because, there's a lot of times where I've played, and I've tried to get into Sonic Adventure because everyone says, it's good. But there's points where, like, if you hit a bumper or whatever, and you're just flying across the screen, and you can barely keep track of where Sonic is going, or at least even what's going on screen.
I've never had that issue. Ever.
Your brain is just far superior to mine, then.
I don't understand that argument for it. And a lot of people have made it, and I'm like, oh, I don't understand why you can't comprehend the things that are coming. That's the point of Sonic, is going fast. So
right, but there's
you have to understand that there's going to be fast things.
Well, there's going fast, and then there's, because you want to be able, yes, you want to have that feeling of speed and everything, but you also want to be in control. And I think the argument's coming from, especially when you're bouncing and things just coming boom, 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 happening like that, you have zero control, and you can't even make out what's going on. Or there's gameplay aspects of when you're running from that whale, it's supposed to be this terrible, dangerous thing, but you're just holding up.
Yeah, that's just more of a cinematic cutscene than anything. It's not supposed to be dangerous. It's also the first level of the game.
Yeah, but if you remember, for the first level of the original Sonic game was hard, but it wasn't exactly easy.
Yeah, it was.
Okay. Just because you're good at it.
Platformer aficionado ego is getting ahead of yourself.
Plus, those Sonic levels in the classic one, I remember had tons of exploration in it. There's multiple paths you can go to reach the end. And with at least from what I remember of a lot of these newer Sonic games, at least preceding Adventure, it was very linear in their level design.
Preceding or proceeding? Pre or pro?
Pro.
Okay.
Because there's a lot of points where
not all of us can be pros.
Granted, you had to revisit areas, but there were different levels. But it was usually there was a clear, straightforward path. Whereas in the original Sonics, you can take a straight line, but if you fall down a gap, whatever, there's this whole new level here that you can get back up on top, or whatever.
It's a game. You gotta speedrun it.
Awesome.
We're just having a conversation here on the side.
Do you gotta go fast?
You gotta go fast.
You gotta go fast.
And what I'm saying is that the Sonic 3D games are more focused on...
I like the Pokemon Pinball.
Okay.
Why?
I like Pokemon Pinball. You don't like Pokemon Pinball?
It's just pinball, but with Pokemon.
Exactly.
Yeah, so what's bad about it?
It was on the Game Boy Advance. Oh no, the Game Boy Color. It was the first game I ever played.
I mean, not that it's bad, it's just that's so
Mario
random.
Picross. That was awful.
Mario what?
Picross.
Mario Picross?
Yeah.
I got Pokemon.
Did they have
that was
Mario
not
Picross?
awful.
I didn't like it. I thought it was awful.
I know they had...
Well, then you just probably don't like Picross. You probably just don't like Picross is the issue.
What
I don't think...
Picross?
It's a puzzle game.
It was a long time ago. I don't remember.
They're still making them.
Yeah, because they had a Pokemon Picross.
Yeah, I got them at 3DS.
Anyways...
Yeah.
We'll consistently disagree about this song.
Yeah.
We'll move on to this conversation.
It's definitely just a matter.
It's a very divisive game franchise up to a point.
Yeah.
The first ones, pretty much everyone agrees, are pretty good.
Yeah.
Sonic 06 is the worst of everything.
Then once you get to 3D, it's very divisive up until you get to probably Sonic 06, Sonic and the Secret of the Rings era, where pretty much everyone says they're pretty shitty after that.
Colors was actually pretty good.
Well, yeah, that's one that they every once in a while they have one that's oh, this is okay, maybe they're getting bad, and then no.
They let that one good game designer into the office, and he made Sonic Colors, and then they're like, no, what are you doing here? Get out of here!
Lost World, everyone was like, oh, it's gonna be great. It looks good, it looks like regular Sonic, but then the controls are absolute shit so it doesn't matter. If your controls aren't good... Okay, anyways, we're moving on to Picross puzzle games, I guess, because you don't like Picross?
It was a long time ago that I played that. But anyway, I was just... I thought of two of the games that I enjoyed that... Well, one was generally known as being bad just because the games it was being compared to. The other one is really not that known of a game.
Okay.
First one, they're not really... Beyond Good and Evil.
Oh, yeah, I played that.
It was a really good game.
It is a really good game. I like it a lot.
Great story, great, the most relatable protagonist in the world. Great, it was just all around a great game, but not a lot of people know about it.
They're making a sequel to it, too.
Yeah, not a lot of people know about it. But the game that was genuinely known as a bad game, Jak 3 of the Jak and Daxter series.
Really?
Yeah, Jak 2 is known as the best one.
Yeah, because
Jak and Daxter: The Precursor Legacy is my favorite of them because it was actually like a platformer kind of based game.
Yeah.
Jak 3 was known as just it was not known as a good game. It was a poor Jak 2 is what people thought of it. But I genuinely enjoyed it. I mean,
like I was saying, I like Jak 3 a lot. The only thing I didn't particularly like about Jak 3 was all the racing shit.
Yeah, that was a big.
But they made it because I think it was very much experimental. Because if you play Jak X, it's way better in all the driving and everything is way better in Jak X. But I thought Jak 3 was actually pretty good. I like Jak 3 a lot.
Well, the thing is, like, because a lot of people compared it to Jak 2, which is notably being known as the best Jak and Daxter.
That's because Jak 2 was a phenomenon. No one ever saw like basically something that was. Well, Jak and Daxter would basically an open world Crash Bandicoot become dark Grand Theft Auto.
That's the reason they made it like that is because of Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah, it did.
Because that's when Grand Theft Auto first got big.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Like San Andreas and Vice City around those times.
So I want to preface this by saying I am in no way ragging on PlayStation with this comment. I'm not intending to. It might sound a little derisive, but I just want to. No, I want to ask. Why have they never been able to get down like mascots right with PlayStation?
Yeah,
you know,
that's because there's too much variety.
Well, like no, Xbox has Master Chief at least. I can't think of any other for Xbox honestly because I'm not that much of an Xbox gamer.
Sonic.
Yeah, and Nintendo has like Mario, Pikachu, Link, Samus, if you want to count her. Like, pretty much Smash Bros.
Yeah.
And then the reason I bring this up is because talking about Jak and Daxter for some reason was reminding me of PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale.
Yeah.
And how, like, most of that cast I did not recognize from Adam or only had, like, one game.
Yeah.
Like Parappa the Rappa.
That's actually a really good question.
Fucking Parappa the Rappa.
They remade that. It's amazing. I love Parappa the Rappa.
Oh my god.
I would like it, but it's so like okay. We had this conversation a while back about how important graphics are in a video game.
Yeah.
And I stick to my reasoning that they're not as important, but it's so ugly.
Yeah.
That I can't get into it. Like
it's just like if I can't look at the game, how am I supposed to play it?
That's what I'm saying. Like
with Xenoblade Chronicles 2.
I don't think it looks bad. It doesn't look like the other Xenoblade, but
no. Anyways.
Yeah, I don't know why they've never because I think the only mascot they can really like.
There's too much variety.
They keep trying to make a mascot and. Because at first it was supposed to be Crash Bandicoot.
Well, see, they had them. They had Crash, they had Spyro, they had Jak and Daxter, Sly Cooper.
Yeah.
Really good, like,
and then
mascot
they moved
characters.
on. Yeah.
Because...
The thing is, like, with, like, Xbox having, or, like, Nintendo having Mario or having Master Chief, those games are still going on for generations. Spyro and Crash were all great games for their time, and then PlayStation moved on.
Yeah. Well, and I think it's because a lot of the audience grew up, and so that's when we got, like, Uncharted and Last of Us, and basically the PS3 generation, because the only PS3 mascots you really had was Nathan Drake.
Yeah.
Or, like...
Ratchet and Clank?
Well, yeah, but that started in PS2.
Yeah, that started in PS2, and it didn't really get better.
Yeah, it kind of died out in PS3.
One was good. Going Commando was good.
Well, that's the issue. It's not.
It died out.
It's not that they moved on. It's that each of those franchises went downhill.
Yeah.
Jak 3, Spyro, the one where he was like a baby was really bad.
New Beginnings.
Yeah, that was really bad. Crash, like Crash ended with tag team racing.
Tag team racing was good.
I agree, but it wasn't regarded as good.
Like if you're gonna look at games, like any game that goes off into a racing game, Crash was definitely the best. like an off-brand.
I like the
even,
PS1 version better.
Well, I'm talking about the original. Jack Racing, not as good as the Crash. The Crash Racing was really good.
Oh yeah.
Like I'm talking like games that like spun off into a racing franchise.
That had like that
I
Mario
know,
Kart
but
effect.
I'm not talking about. I'm just talking about like what killed the franchises. There was that new Spyro game, and then Spyro ended up just becoming Skylanders because they wanted a mascot to start with, so that way people could recognize, and then it spun off into its own thing. Which is why you haven't seen a new Spyro game in God knows how long.
I don't want a new Spyro game. I just want to remaster. I want remastered Spyro.
Well, considering how they remastered Crash, it's hugely talked about.
Yeah, now they're remastering everything.
I'm not gonna argue with that though. I love the Spyro.
No, they were
PS1 through 3.
There was 1, 2, and 3, and then I think. No, you know what I think killed all these mascots? They tried to do a PlayStation Move exclusive game with them.
What do you mean?
There was a PlayStation Move exclusive game that had Sly Cooper, Ratchet and Clank, Crash Bandicoot, Jak and Daxter.
Mm-hmm.
And it obviously sold terribly because it was a PlayStation Move game. There was.
I did not know that was a thing.
I didn't either.
Right? Like,
wow, yeah, I
didn't You don't even know. It had all of these great characters here. Let me find a picture at least.
Yeah. But like the biggest thing is the fact that there's not one huge franchise in PlayStation.
Well, and
there's a bunch of good ones.
There's a bunch of great ones.
Yeah.
But there's not one that takes over everything like
if
Mario.
You're looking at like, timeline
Mario, Zelda, Pokemon, they've got a few.
Well, if someone says Nintendo, the first thing you're going to go to is Mario. Right. It's not even going to be like...
Someone says video games, the first thing you're probably going to go to is Mario.
Well, but it used to be if someone said PlayStation, first thing you went to is Crash Bandicoot.
I never did.
Yeah, I kind of did.
That's just because it's me.
But
I'm sure the same can be said for
also,
anything.
Like Mario became Nintendo's mascot when they first kind of released it, at least on the NES.
Mm-hmm. PlayStation Move Heroes?
Yep.
And so that had a history. Sega had Sonic when they released Sonic way back in the... Oh, Jesus Christ.
I remember that.
What the hell is that?
That's the game I was telling you about.
That looks disgusting.
I loved Ratchet. I want to play Ratchet and Clank.
But look, it had like their 3 big mascots other than Crash.
That's weird.
And it did not do well because it was PlayStation Move. I want to play
Ratchet and Clank so badly right now.
No.
See, look, right on the side. You'll need these. You'll need this extra $200 like attachment for your PlayStation 3.
But like, if you're just looking at the timeline of games, both Sega, like Nintendo, and all those guys have had like a plethora of history, and PlayStation didn't try to get into it till kinda honestly late in the game, for as mascots go, because think about it. Who is the mascot of PlayStation 4 or even PlayStation...
There really isn't a mascot of PlayStation. And I'm not saying it's necessarily a bad thing. I'm just wondering... Like, they've tried so many times to make it happen, but it just never has panned out that way.
There's just something so appealing about Mario or Sonic.
It doesn't make their games that they have on the system bad. I love PlayStation.
PlayStation 4 is a lot.
I'm obviously a Nintendo guy, but like PlayStation is my second go-to.
If I Google Nintendo mascot, Mario pops up. If I Google, let's go with Xbox mascot.
Probably. You've made your point on that. I'm
Master
just saying,
Chief.
You've made your point on that.
I know. I want to actually, like, I'm saying this prior to actually knowing. I want to see what, like...
That's probably Crash.
PlayStation mascot.
I would say it's most likely Crash.
Number one question's IGN board. Who do you consider the PlayStation mascot?
Wow. So we're not the only ones wondering about this.
Polygon Man. What?
Yeah, exactly.
He was the former mascot for Sony.
Polygon
Man? Polygon Man.
What's that?
Okay, so if you've ever played PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale, have any of you played it?
No. Once at a friend's house.
Well, the final boss is Polygon Man. It's just like a polygonal face.
The thing is, PlayStation never had a mascot that caught on. Like, there have been ones we wish caught on. Like, there's a whole thing here. 7... Wait, what is this one? 7 PlayStation mascots we wish would have caught on.
Well, yeah, but see, that's the thing. None
Jack
of them
and
caught
Daxter,
on, and
yeah.
that's the point that we're making.
Yeah.
Is
Crash.
why?
The Rappa, Sly Cooper, Ratchet and Clank. Number 1 is what? Sackboy.
Oh
yeah.
yeah. That would have been like a perfect PlayStation mascot.
Well,
Think of it. His entire game is about just creating whatever you want.
And they did a whole bunch of like costumes and stuff from other games that you can give him in
That would
Big
have been the
Planet.
perfect PlayStation. Like, if they would have rolled with it.
The thing is, PlayStation just doesn't have one.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We established
That's
that.
unfortunate.
It's unfortunate. A little bit.
But that's...
It means it can be sore.
We're sorry for your loss.
That's all I care about.
That's all I'm saying is
No.
like, just it feels like whether they actually were or not, it feels like they tried so many times with Sackboy
Yeah.
to just try and get a mascot going for PlayStation, and they
I'm
were
sure if they
never
would've
able to
tried
get
hard,
it rolling.
I'm sure if they would have tried hard enough, they would have
I'm
got one.
sure, but from the games, they were trying pretty hard.
Well, I mean, no, because if they were looking for a mascot, they wouldn't have put out all these different kinds of games. They would have mercilessly
Well, let's see.
Well, that's the thing. I don't think
did one.
I don't think any place is looking for a mascot. It just so
Yeah.
happens that Mario became so popular, Halo became so popular that those ended
They
up just
became the
being
known
the ipso
game
facto.
versions, yeah.
Like, this is what our mascot is, just through circumstance. But I'm talking about, like, just completely recognizable characters that keep franchises going for whatever reason. Pikachu, Link, whatever. Like, I thought Crash would be that, but they
It's
just
actually Zelda.
stopped making Crash Bandicoot games.
Yeah,
The
they
title
did.
character.
After PlayStation 2, I think.
Multiple people have made that mistake.
Yeah, there was no PS3 Crash game.
No.
Back in
There was a
the Wii U.
PSP Crash game,
Mhm.
but
Bernie would get so upset if we called Link Zelda. Back when we played Soul Calibur in Mr. Wood's room.
Really?
Yeah, this would have been for our freshman year.
Mm-hmm.
They had a GameCube with Soul Calibur.
Calibur 2.
Yep, and Bernie always played as Link. And every
Of course.
time someone would, hey look, it's Zelda, and it would just piss him off so much.
I used to think that Link was named Zelda when I was a kid.
well, and that's a
the
honest
title.
mistake too, because you're playing the main character and you're like, oh, obviously that's Zelda. No.
I think I thought that until I played Minish Cap. Because that was where I first had, like, actual text happening.
Yeah.
And it saw Princess Zelda. I was like, oh, okay.
I'm not a princess. I
don't
may
know.
feel like
Link's
it.
Awakening was a pretty opening one for me. Pretty eye-opening one for me.
What about Zelda 2: Link's Adventure?
Okay, but I discovered those after I was 5 and played Minish Cap for the first
I
time.
played
So-
Legend of
Is this
Zelda.
Link person?
One of my first games growing up was the original Legend of Zelda, and then
That's
Link's Adventure after that. The direct sequel that no one ever plays because
it's so hard to
It's-
figure out what to do.
it's impossible. Everything is so, and it's not even
Zelda
like
2?
cleverly cryptic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kim Possible?
It's literally impossibly cryptic.
Like, I beat Zelda 1
Yeah.
without a walkthrough or anything.
Me too.
Mission Kim Possible.
Then I went on to Zelda 2, and I didn't even get, like, an extra heart before I was like, okay, I've been playing this game for 6 hours. I don't know where I'm supposed to even go.
Yeah.
I had to look it
It's
up.
an RPG.
It's a fun game,
No, it is.
but it's just impossible to
Once-
find where you're supposed to go to.
That's one game that I will admit I have to absolutely play with a walkthrough. And if you play with a walkthrough, it's actually when you get to see the rest of the game and everything, it's pretty cool. They add experience points and some minor RPG elements, which
See, I like the RPG elements of that game. I don't like... Okay, when I say I don't like RPG elements, I mean, like, having to choose what levels up. I don't mind leveling up. I mind, like, the choice. Cause
the
I don't
skill
want to...
trees.
I don't
and,
like having a choice. That's what I heard.
It's not something you hear very often.
Well, I don't like having a choice in, like, what stat I want to overpower or whether I want to be all around. I'd rather just level up everything equally and let that be how I play.
Then why don't you just do that?
Every time
Because-
you have a choice, you just beep, 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 next one.
Yeah, I know. I don't like that. because then there's like a skill that I see and I'm like, oh, I really want that skill, but I should keep my other ones going too. But then I don't get the skill that I actually want as fast.
You mean
and
strategy?
It pisses me off.
Yeah.
That's how they get you, though.
What?
That's how they get you in an RPG. That's how they make you keep grinding and all.
Yeah,
that
well,
other
it just
BS.
turns me off of the game.
Yeah, I know. I get it.
Turns me on.
Which is part again
So
one of
the
the
game-
reasons
Level
why
up!
why I like Final Fantasy games so much, because you don't actually have to worry about at least leveling up or choosing your
That's
own
not true.
personal
We saw your
stats.
spreadsheets.
Yeah, spreadsheets.
Hey.
See,
They're
when I play an
color-coded.
RPG,
See,
I
that's
just
what-
play through it.
In Fire Emblem, you don't have to choose. They just all refuse to level up. You get like 2 points up. You're like, God damn it.
Yeah.
Or at least in Gaiden, that was the case.
Yeah, when I played through Fire Emblem Awakening, I didn't bother with what you do at all. Like, I wasn't even 1%.
No one bothers doing what he
Well,
does.
I wasn't
at
even
all.
like 1% of what he did, like planning out where to make my even a single person. What skill-
classes to send
Yeah.
them through, what classes to give them.
Yeah, I didn't plan through that. I just played through the game.
That's what I did my first 2 times. Beautiful.
Tell us how you really feel, Austin.
That's why I like Pokemon too, because it's like, yeah,
Yeah.
if you really want to get into it, you can maximize characters with like
IVs.
specific IVs, specific traits, all
Yeah.
that jazz. But if you don't, you can play the game just as easily. Why are you taking a Snapchat right now? Like, it's pretty obvious. It's not. Okay.
Gotta send that dick pic though.
Better not.
Not in my house.
But yeah, like we talked about this last week with
Yeah.
like RPGs and stuff.
I hate Western RPGs.
But that's why I like the leveling system in Link's Adventure, because it's just you level up and one of the stats goes up.
Cool.
Magic will go up.
Yep.
Oh, it could be something else.
Please. That's the only one. It's just glitch and its magic will always go up.
Maybe those
I
are
really
the-
need life and strength.
I get one shot to buy everything at this point. Come on!
Yeah.
But yeah, no, yeah.
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 So how was those? Did you beat all the Mario games? Those Mario RPGs?
Oh yeah, I beat them all.
You
Oh
did-
yeah, I've talked about that on the podcast. I didn't
Did
talk
you?
about beating it. I've talked about playing
Yeah.
through them.
Oh yeah.
I finally beat all of them, and I still have to
Way to
do
go.
my plan. But in order to do it, I need to find one of my other DSs that works. What I want to do is I want to play through all of the final bosses of every single Mario RPG game at the same time.
Because, yeah,
Why?
sure, okay.
Because I don't know, I
How?
just want to go turn by turn and just play it. What do you mean how? I start them all up at the same time, and then on the Game Boy I do a turn, and then I go to the next game, do a turn, to go to the next game, do a turn.
Because why not? Because you can.
That's exactly why. I haven't.
Why do
done
you
it
have to
yet.
look at find a deeper meaning with
Yeah,
this?
why do you have to find deeper meaning in this, Morty?
We must go
There's no deeper layer to this.
Do you get
Just
like,
be impressed.
do you just live longer because you do this?
do pickles
Can you
like
move?
live forever?
Can you move?
No, like I just want
I
to do
really
it because
need
I
to
want
watch
to
it.
do it. Yes, you do.
Yes, it's
I
great.
need some place to watch it.
YouTube.
Anywhere online.
Yeah.
Really anywhere.
Google.
I have a Netflix.
Buddy, we've straight up watched all of the
American.
American Pie movies just on a website.
I know.
Which, by the way, we need to do again. I think Elliot and I are planning on doing it this weekend. If you're available.
I will work Sunday.
You'll work tomorrow.
I don't.
I don't
Anyways.
work tomorrow either. Oh my
Neither.
god, I'm so
Dude.
fucking happy.
And I had today and tomorrow off.
Dude,
Like,
I have tomorrow
oh my
and
god.
Sunday off.
Oh,
Would
yeah.
you have
No,
all
I
weekends
work-
off though, Colin?
Yeah, I know, but when you work like
What do you work-
especially this
do you
past
work
week.
Monday, do you work Monday through Friday?
Yeah,
Oh, see.
8 a.m.
yeah,
to
no.
5.
I work Monday through next Wednesday, have 2 days off, and then work another 7 days. in a
Yeah,
row.
that's why fucking.
That's why retail fucking
it
sucks.
sucks. Because even though it's only part time, it takes so much
No,
more
I'm
out of
full-time.
you.
I'm full time.
Oh, you're full time?
Yeah, I'm a manager.
Oh, that's
40
right.
hours a
Because yep. Because they don't exactly. Yep.
See,
Well,
I
because
work
they have to be
third
open on
shift.
weekends.
Yep.
You know.
Mm-hmm.
I work third shift, so I get Fridays off, I get Saturdays off, and I get Sundays off till like 9 o'clock. So I get like 3 days off.
That's actually really nice.
Yeah.
I worked third shift.
Technically,
I worked
3
third
days.
shift once. It was
Technically,
for
I
like a
work
summer.
6 days,
It
because I work
actually wasn't
Sunday
that
nights
bad.
through Friday mornings.
If you don't have a social life, third shift is like the best thing in the world.
Hey, I've never had a social life.
Aw.
I'm not gonna lie, it really is. You sleep until like 2 and then you're up pretty much.
I can't. I could not do third shift.
You get used to it.
I'm sure you do, but I could not.
I think my eyesight's gotten worse because of it, but that might just be sleep deprivation. But
It might be just be because I'm slowly dying.
might be. We all.
It might be because I
No,
shoved
don't
a
worry about the
giant
blood in
icicle
my
eye when I was
mucus,
4.
It's
guys.
my house. It can be blood wherever I want.
Yeah.
I can only see out of one eye, but that died just because I shoved a giant icicle in my eye when I was 4.
I have this crutch, but don't worry, guys. I love my job. I'm missing 5 of my fingers
Like
and my
what
left
it is.
arm. But don't worry, third shift is great.
Okay, that can happen on any shift.
True.
Anyways,
different line of work.
back to like what we had originally mentioned, Sonic
Yeah.
Mania and reboots.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Sonic
Because
Mania.
there's a DuckTales reboot now.
TV series, yeah.
Oh, TV?
Yeah.
I was gonna say there was one already for game, but yeah. Neil Patrick Harris is in it, right?
For what?
No.
Wait, well then what was I thinking of?
David Tennant's
That's
in
what I
it?
thought.
David Tennant, yes.
Like, I
Because
said,
those
like David
people are
Tennant.
so similar. Why did I think Neil Patrick Harris?
I don't know. That was like really out
Yeah.
of left field.
Yeah, that was. I don't know.
But the entire first episode is just on YouTube.
Really?
They do
Yeah,
that
on
a
the
lot.
Disney XD channel.
So who does? Because I haven't kept up with it or anything. Who does David Tennant voice? Scrooge.
Scrooge.
Huh.
Like
It's
the
not
duck?
familiar.
Yeah.
Yes. Who
What-
else?
What are we talking about?
Oh
DuckTales.
my god.
Oh!
Austin.
I was like, you guys are talking about all this shit and I didn't know what you were talking about. I was just like,
Talking about
You were
DuckTales
on
or
your
Christmas
phone
Carol?
this whole fucking
I
time.
was like, wait, is this a Christmas show? It's Scrooge.
No, we straight up.
Scrooge.
Be the duck.
McDuck.
was
This
like-
has been an extremely easy conversation to
No,
follow.
like I asked the duck thinking I was wrong.
Basically, Old Man Donald.
Donald's in it.
Is
Well,
Louie
yeah.
and Dewey?
Yeah, well,
Well,
DuckTales.
Yeah, DuckTales.
The fuck? I don't know what DuckTales are. I'm
Oh,
assuming they're the tails of ducks.
No shit, Dick Tracy.
Dick
A lot of people
Tracy.
on the planet know that reference, and I'm not one of them.
Yeah.
So, DuckTales stars Scrooge, Huey, Dewey, and Louie
As usual.
going on adventures.
I missed the. I like the. I have it on DVD.
What is it?
Disney
Is
Christmas
Lassie
special.
in the well, boy? Where's...
Is Lassie in the Well Boy?
I kicked Lassie in the well. Fucking little Timmy.
No.
Um, Disney's House of Villains.
Oh,
Like the old movie where like it was like the
I haven't
Disney.
seen that one.
Oh,
No, because there's a Disney show.
it's like they're all
House
they're
of-
all in the theater.
Yeah.
And like
It's
they're
like
all
Mickey-
watching all
it's
these like Disney
Mickey's,
shorts,
yeah.
and then the villains take over the theater, and then it turns like all like really really creepy.
Yeah.
They start playing like
I
the
remember
old
that
like
show. That
30s and 40 like old cartoons where it's just like some weird psychedelic World War II shit.
oh, that actually brings me to a topic that's been on my list for a while.
What?
Bendy and the Ink Machine. Have you guys heard of it?
Heard
No.
of? Yes.
No, you
I've
you
never
haven't
heard
heard
of
of it? Okay, so it's a video game that released relatively recently. I don't know if they've got the full thing out.
Wait, is
Yeah.
it that like old timey 30s shooter?
No.
No. It's
First
about
person horror?
yeah, technically.
Kind of, I think.
So it's about like
Oh.
a character, like a 30s cartoon character
Hmm.
that this crazy guy like actually brought to life. His name is Bendy.
Hmm.
And from what I've seen, they've only released the first 2 chapters. The third or fourth might be out by now because that was a while ago.
Right.
But it's a really interesting game. yeah, I don't really know what else to say about it. Because it's like those 30s cartoons, black and white, like Steamboat Willie.
Steamboat Willie
Type stuff.
Huh, I'll have to look that up. Because I know there's like that side-scroller shooter, like, with the cup guys, that's in the same, like, art.
Oh,
like,
that's
Cuphead.
Yeah, Cuphead.
Yeah, Cuphead.
And I want that game, but it's on Xbox One and PC only.
That's stupid.
Yeah,
I agree. I do have a PC. I don't know where the fuck it is, though.
Can't get it on, like, Steam or something?
Well, yeah, but it only works on PC.
Oh, that's silly.
It doesn't work on Mac. I know where my Mac is. I don't know where my PC is.
Yeah, PC Master Race. Console through and through. Since the day I was born, to the day I die, I'll always be a console gamer.
Just get the best of both worlds.
See, okay. So, a couple of days ago, I like to play platformers, like difficult platformers, because
shit.
But
I had no
I was
idea.
bored and I couldn't find any, and I didn't want to play any like of my games.
Yeah.
Because I didn't know I was in the mood for like a really difficult platformer, but I've beaten Super Meat Boy 3 times, so that wasn't gonna be fun. I didn't want to go and go downstairs and play Super Mario Maker.
Okay, yeah.
Or
to go downstairs.
Try to find my Super Mario Maker 3DS. So I just was looking through and I found apparently at some point I bought Mega Man 6. And I also have Mega Man 1, but I've beaten that one as well, so I was like, whatever. And so I was like, okay, Mega Man's difficult. I beat it in like 7 hours, and I was like, God damn it.
I'm just too good.
I want more. That's the thing. It's not that. I want more of it.
Instead of I think the creator of Super Meat Boy came up with a new game recently that I think it's kind of platformy, but not entirely.
What?
It's half platformer,
yeah,
half draft simulator.
Like I was watching Zero Punctuation and I thought he did a game that was on it, at least either by the same studio or the same artist, whatever.
Do you remember what it's about? What it's called?
I know it's your
Dude, I love Battle Block Theater.
Mortis like blob thing.
It's a great game.
Oh, Spewer?
Not Spewer. That came out a long time ago. This is recently.
Over and over again.
Let me go.
Was it Edmund McMillan?
I think so.
Or was it the other guy?
Zero.
Well, there were two. There was Edmund McMillan and Tommy whatever.
Let's see.
Gish?
Is it
Dishwasher?
No,
Dishwasher.
Gish.
Oh, Dishwasher.
Dishwasher.
Fuck you guys.
What's a dishwasher?
I'm looking.
Was this the character?
Yes.
That's from 2004, dude.
Okay, maybe not that, because I swear to God, it was a very recent video that he did too.
You know, people can make videos about an old game.
What? Nuh-uh.
No, I swear to
do that.
Swear to
Did
God,
it look like this?
I don't know. Zero Punctuation doesn't do in-game shit mostly.
Well, what? And how did he do a review of a video game?
Because he just reviews it. Like it's. Have you ever watched Zero Punctuation? It's great. He hates everything.
It doesn't sound great.
It is because
I try to stay away from channels like that.
Well, though the funny thing is there's definitely there's games where he's like, and it's like in hindsight, yes, this is a good game, but yada yada yada. He purposely tries to like rag on it, but you can definitely tell in his review if he actually likes the game or not.
Listen, all I'm saying is,
I swear to God,
how do you review a game without showing any in-game footage at all?
You don't have the ability.
Well,
to
you basically
so
do what he does
it.
and have like character models and shit like that. Watch Zero Punctuation. His videos are only like 5 minutes long.
Well, was it a black little blob?
I know it was a little blob.
Was it a black little blob?
I don't remember.
Does its color matter?
Well, yes, because it's a definition of the character. Okay. What is this?
Yeah, it's called the End Is Nigh.
The End Is Nigh?
Yeah.
I'll look at. Oh.
Like Bill Nye or
the science guy?
What?
Bill Nye.
Yeah, what about him?
The science guy.
Yeah, that Bill Nye.
Oh.
Bill Nye the science guy.
It is in the vein of Super Meat Boy.
looks just like it. I'll be able to.
What's it? I think this is on Switch.
Nintendo Switch, PlayStation 4, and Microsoft. But yeah,
It was made by Edmund McMillan.
Yeah.
What do you know? Well, I might just have to get. Oh my god.
See, I knew I was right. I just was
I didn't
delusional
say you
like
were
usual.
wrong.
Like
I knew I was right. I'm just not smart.
That's my life. I know I'm right, but I just can't prove it.
It just
Looks
takes
like
a
a
lot
good-
of processing power to get data out of storage.
Looks like a good, pretty much Super Meat Boy sequel.
Yeah, that's kind of what at least the review was like. It's like if you like Super Meat Boy, you'd like this. But
So I'll probably get it then. What is The Legend of Bumbo?
No.
what?
It's another Edmund McMillan
Sounds
game.
hot.
The Bumbo?
Yes.
Oh yeah, Bumbo, you're so
I'm
sweet.
really confused by it. It looks like Binding of Isaac, but like first person.
Whoa,
Choose your Bumbo.
my. Okay, so what's a Bumbo?
Apparently, it's
Sounds
coming
hot.
to Nintendo Switch.
Listen,
I'm
if you have
guessing
a
it's
Bumbo,
not
you
done
need
yet.
to go see the doctor.
Yeah, Legend of Bumbo start date 2016. So he started working on it in 2016, with no release date in sight. Bumbo want coin.
Kickstarter.
No, it's
Oh.
well maybe. Peace, dude. So as you may have guessed from screenshots, the Legend of Bumbo revolves around a very familiar core mechanic when it comes to combat. Oh, it's a match puzzle game. Fuck that.
So we've been talking about puzzle games. I played. So my family played a lot of Bejeweled when it first came out.
Listen, Bejeweled is fine. When the game is about solving the Bejeweled type puzzles, it's fine, like Candy Crush and whatnot. But when
I've
that
played,
is a
yes.
method of attacking a person in like
So
an
you
RPG format, it's fucking stupid.
Have you played Puzzle Quest?
Yes, it's stupid.
Yeah. Okay, I think that's a game that I can add to my list that everyone hates, but I don't know why I honestly don't know why I like it. And I recognize that it's a terrible game. There's a lot of aspects about it that I absolutely hate because the attacks are so random because you're just left up to the choice of whatever's on the board. But I don't know what about it makes me keep playing it.
Well, there you go, Colin. You found one.
Puzzle Quest. Like I played that game. Like there was a PlayStation 2 version I played. I played it on my DS. Like I've played almost all the there was one on the Wii that I played.
No.
I don't know why. It's a problem, guys.
Are
You
you
need to
going
help
to get
me.
Puzzle Quest Dragons plus Mario is out? Are you going to get
been
that?
out.
It's
What
been
is
out
it?
for a while. It's
Oh,
like
God.
$40 maybe. Maybe
Well,
even
maybe
20.
not for 40.
Might only be 20.
It's definitely on sale.
I don't know if probably not. Because I'm trying to get away from it. Because I played a shit ton of Bejeweled, and as much as because I grew up one of the puzzle games that I always love and I'm a master at. I will wreck your shit. Is that Tetris?
Doubt it.
Oh,
Bring it,
It's fighting
boy.
I
It's
Seriously
about
doubt
to
it.
go down.
I am a master. Okay, I actually had to basically my mom made me go through Tetris, the boot camp equivalent of Tetris, because
boot
she was literally this was a woman that could basically play this game blindfolded and still beat the game or and win depending on which, because there's been so many iterations of Tetris, but there was many days where she's like, play me in Tetris. I'm like, Mom, no, I don't want to play Tetris. I don't like it. No, play me in Tetris. You're playing me in Tetris now. Fine. And we'd play for an hour and a half, and of course she'd win every time. And I'd be like, Mom, I want to go play outside. No, you're not leaving this couch until you beat me. Mom, no, I can't beat you. No, you're not allowed. And we'd go to 1 in the morning. I'm just sitting here going, with barely awake, I want to go to bed. No, you haven't beaten me yet.
When was the last time you played Tetris?
Actually, not that long ago.
Okay. I believe you. What?
Fight me, boy.
Beat your mother.
I will play you in Tetris if we can
That's what I
find a version that we can actually
Yeah, that's
play.
the thing. I
I
know there's
could
one.
buy Puyo Puyo
1v1 me in
Tetris on
Tetris,
Switch.
bro.
Oh, they got Puyo Puyo Tetris on Switch?
Yeah,
I haven't played Puyo
it's a
Puyo,
Switch
but...
exclusive.
Oh, damn.
I don't want to buy it, but
Yeah.
The mother that was like, no, you can't go outside. You have to stay inside and
You
play
have to
video
stay
games.
inside and play this one video game. And that's the reason why I have the Tetris theme burned into my brain.
Listen, Tetris is boring. Like, I play it and I get to a point where my score is pretty high and I'm just like, I don't wanna.
Well, it's an endless game. You're supposed to keep
That's
going
what
until
I know, and I get bored.
Yeah.
Because unlike like endless runners on phones or whatever, those interest me.
I like the
to a point.
jetpack. Was it Jetpack Joyride? Where,
Yeah.
That one I like.
Endless runners and stuff interest me. I don't know why, but just Tetris bores me.
Well, Tetris is very much the only difference is that the pieces fall down faster.
Yeah, I know.
And that's the only like real progression. Whereas an endless runner, you might get more obstacles or level.
Well, generally it's just you go faster.
Well, yeah, you go faster, but like I know in like Jetpack Joyride, they add more stuff like power ups or more obstacles, harder obstacles or whatever. Because I know there was a Sonic one that they did that.
But that's just my.
Wasn't that
Sonic
Every time anyone ever says Sonic ever again.
You're just gonna sing the start to Sonic Heroes.
Sonic Heroes.
I remember when Shadow the Hedgehog first came out, and everyone was in such denial that it was a good game.
Listen, I had fun with Shadow the Hedgehog, but not because it was a good game.
I never played it.
I didn't have fun with Shadow because it was a good game. I had fun because it was just so fucking stupid.
It was.
You're shooting like cops for whatever reason, and Shadow the Hedgehog.
Oh, I remember that!
Yeah!
Oh my god, that thing was the best!
Like in the opening, he has like this like fucking realistic handgun, and he's shooting people. Yeah.
I remember that.
Sonic fucking dying in the opening sequence.
video.
Like just
Yeah. Oh my god, I can't believe
He
it.
like standing on the cliff. He has like some like submachine gun. He like cocks it, and yeah.
as opposed to Sonic and the Black Knight, which I will defend. I will not defend Shadow the Hedgehog.
Oh, no.
Although I did have fun playing Shadow the Hedgehog.
I would rather play Sonic and the Black Knight than Shadow the Hedgehog.
See, yeah, it wasn't a good game.
No.
No one's making that argument, but it was just a fun game. There are those games,
God, yeah.
They're not good, but they're fun.
But they're fine.
Like, I don't know if I would consider Peggle a good game.
Peggle.
You know Peggle?
I probably do, but I can't.
They got like a bunch of pegs and stuff, and then you shoot like a ball at
Oh
it.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, I recognize it. It's like Sphinx
Yep.
from Pogo.
Like, I wouldn't say that that's like a good game, but it's a fun game. It's not broken. Like
No, not like Sonic.
it's not glitchy
Shadow.
or anything. It's not like broken. It's not glitchy. But I wouldn't necessarily say that it's like it would ever have been Game of the Year.
Oh God, no. God. No.
It's basically a large pachinko machine. It's fun, but it's not.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
There's not a lot to it.
Oh well, of course
It's a very sparse game.
Yeah.
You can win just by pure luck. That's the thing with physics-based puzzle games.
Oh yeah.
You know? I don't like physics-based... Like, I like them up to a point, but then once they start getting really complex and stuff, it's like...
Portal.
Well, that's just luck.
I think the only like physics-based puzzle game I was really able to get into was Portal.
I wouldn't call Portal a physics-based puzzle game at all.
Really? Even though there's physics puzzle-based elements in it.
I would call Angry Birds a physics-based puzzle game. Most of the puzzle solving comes from the physics of it.
Yeah.
Whereas,
okay.
While physics do exist in the world of Portal, the puzzle
Physics
solving comes
exists
from
everywhere.
using the portal.
The portals, and then manipulating your surroundings to. Yeah. Okay. I get you. I see where you're going. Yeah. No.
Well, it might technically be defined as a physics. That's not what I think of when I think of a physics-based
Right.
puzzle game.
Right.
I would just consider that a puzzle game, a first-person puzzle game, but just a
good
game.
puzzle game.
Like,
however,
physics-based, I think of things like Angry Birds and stuff where the main aspect of it is the physics aspect. Like a lot of those Flash games where you control a ball or something, or you make like machines that move balls. Those are physics based because the entire mechanic of solving the puzzle comes from making the physics work in your favor.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I never got onto the Angry Birds craze because I was always that person that would... I'd use my birds or whatever, and it would be the platform, whatever, would be tilting. I'm like, oh, obviously that's gonna kill the pig.
And then it did.
Nope. I'm like, why did that kill everything else but except him? Like, I mean, come on. Or the pig would drop down.
The Castle.
I played. What was it?
I like that one.
Was it a Flash or one of those online games?
It's Flash.
Yeah, it was a Flash game.
I played a little bit of that because that game was, the physics were fine, but there's something about Angry Birds and its physics I can't get into.
I really liked Angry Birds up until Angry Birds Star Wars 2.
Isn't that? Oh, I guess they have a couple after that, don't they?
Yeah, there's more after that, but
Okay.
I liked Angry Birds up until that point. So I like the original, Angry Birds Space, Angry Birds Star Wars, but then they started getting really into the whole aspect of the fact that they're a phone game, buy power-ups.
Yeah.
And shit like that, and energy and whatnot. And Seth is falling asleep.
Oh, no, I'm fine.
No, you're totally falling asleep. We can see you.
Hi.
We're almost done.
Yeah.
We'll just finish out this conversation about Angry Birds.
Okay.
But I liked it, but then Angry Birds 2, Angry Birds Star Wars 2 was free. And then it became an issue.
Well, yeah, because I think, you definitely make more money over those micropayments than just, $7.
Mm-hmm.
I will admit, I did kind of get into the Angry Bird space, because when you added when you had to weave through the gravity and that I will admit that was pretty cool. It was unique, and I played through that, but all the other Angry Birds I'm like, unless if I'm on the toilet taking a shit, and I'm not gonna play you.
Well, the original Angry Birds Star Wars was really, really fun.
I don't think I played that one.
It was really cool. You got playing through all of the original Star
Trilogy.
Wars. No, it wasn't the original trilogy. Was it? It might have been the whole trilogy.
I remember seeing a pig that
The
looked
original
like Darth.
the original movie?
I think Angry Birds Star Wars 1, when it released, was just the first movie.
Oh.
But then they gave updates and it became the whole trilogy.
Gotcha.
I could be wrong about that, but it was a fun and it's fun seeing the Millennium Falcon is an egg. And
Oh.
shit. And the Death Star is...
Millennium Falcon.
Megalenium Falcon.
Like,
And then like the way the Millennium Falcon takes off is with a slingshot, because it's Angry Birds. And then the Angry Birds movie happened.
Okay, just like the Emoji Movie,
Was
who
that
the hell asked for that?
No one?
I thought it was pretty good.
People
You
who
thought
wanted
it was good?
I mean, for an Angry Birds movie. It had a plot, so... I wasn't there expecting nothing.
if you set your expectations low enough, anything will be good.
True, very true.
It had a
I didn't
plot,
like it at all. It was so bad.
I watched it once while I was working at Family Video.
I watched it because I was in Monticello helping my dad with a carving convention, and I wanted to go to a drive-in movie, and that just happened to be what was showing. It was
Carving
that
convention?
and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Ooh, that's...
The second
oh,
one.
God, even worse. Yeah, that's definitely a hard choice right there.
I was like, I'm not doing this
Was
because I want to
neither an
watch these
option?
movies.
Yeah.
I wanted to have I wanted to go to the drive-in. That was the only reason.
I've yet to go to a drive-in.
Oh,
They're
shit.
fun.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure. I've seen.
You don't work
heard
on
stories-
Sunday, right?
This Sunday?
Yeah.
I'm house sitting.
So you,
What
you
else?
have to
Okay,
actually
but you don't
be at
work,
the house.
right? You don't
No, I
have
don't
to
work.
be awake or anything, right?
No, and then
You don't have to be awake? What the fuck are you kidding?
Going to the drive-in movie, but they're late and they're in Monticello. So
You don't have to be awake to.
they're late and they're in Monticello, so he would obviously want to sleep in afterwards, and this is only if you want to and if you're free, and if they're still showing even, but anyways. Yeah, and then the Angry Birds like branched off into a bunch of different genres.
Do they have a TV show now?
Probably.
I'm pretty sure they have a TV show now.
But there's 2 different Angry Birds RPGs.
What?
On the phone, there's 2 different Angry Birds RPGs.
Cool.
Shut up, Seth. That's not even cool.
I know.
One of them is
And I like RPGs too.
One of them is like the typical phone RPG where, you collect a bunch of characters and then you mix them and level them up and, microtransactions to get a random character. And the other one is a lot more like a regular-ass RPG. And then there's also like an Angry Birds Transformers fighting game that exists.
No.
Yeah.
Why?
Because Angry Birds wants to make money, and they are.
Okay, there's a difference between making money and being a fucking prostitute.
Because Ravio has no other IPs.
They just make brand deals with other IPs to mix them together.
The next Transformer movie theme song is going to be done by Angry Birds.
Yeah. Angry Birds got out of control real quick.
Yeah, well, when there was that much popularity and money at stake. Well, I mean, just look at Flappy Bird. When that came out, like, that blew up, and then it had to be shut down.
Yeah.
Why'd they shut it down again?
Because the dude was getting death threats.
Yeah.
Because people are insane. They're like, I can't get past 12 in Flappy Bird. I'm going to come to your house and kill you.
What the fuck?
I'm not, like, people are literally crazy.
Yeah.
It's a fucking video game. Even more than that. It's not even like it's fucking Uncharted or something. Where there's, like, actual story and actual weight to it. It's Flappy Bird where
you just
do
sit there and hit
one
a screen.
thing. And it's not even as complex as Angry Birds. And the dude was getting death threats.
Yeah.
Like,
Jesus Christ.
people are insanely stupid.
Well, when we,
Can you use it as a sentence?
people are insanely stupid.
Can you use what as a sentence?
Oh, I mean, you would know. But he's people.
Okay, buddy. Whatever.
Get it?
See,
I got a fake laugh from Colin. I'll take that as a win.
I got a fake laugh from Colin. But yeah. Phone games, man.
Well, and then they actually just released Final Fantasy 15 of a phone game for like New Empire.
That's been out for a while because there have been fucking YouTube ads.
Yeah, there has been.
Just up the
wazoo.
wazoo.
Final Fantasy 15 New Empire.
It's a building game, like
it's
a
literally
city building
Civilization, like one of those Civilization, like God of Empire, whatever.
Like Civilization.
Well, I mean, but Civilization's actually good. It has more to it than just look
like
at me.
God
I'm
of
rating.
War and
not God of War,
God
but
of-
Age of
Age of Empires.
God of War.
Yeah, no, Age of Empires and Civ are 2 very different games.
Yeah.
Age of Empires and like
There's
Clash of Clans.
where you just build like your base and stuff, and then you recruit troops.
And
all
I've been
that shit.
seeing.
I hate those games.
Yeah, me too, with a
hate
dying
Civ.
passion. It was funny because Carlos was like, "Yeah, they got a Final Fantasy 15 game on for phone game. You should really check it out." I'm like, "Is it New Empire? Yeah, fuck that game."
I mean, hey, they've got a Final Fantasy 15 game for PlayStation VR coming out. It's a fishing game.
Because they went and played Final Fantasy 15. You're like, you know what the best thing out of this game was? Not the revolutionary combat, not the amazing story, not even just the, game itself. It's the fishing. Oh my god. It's just like, when you're doing those archery practice in Legend of Zelda and they make a whole game about it. Oh, wait! They did that!
Yeah, but that was like a $10 like bonus disc.
This is like
thing.
no.
That
This
was
is
just
no.
so-
This is a
different.
full-on VR, but this is a $60 like VR game.
$60? What the? Okay, I better be able.
That's what's different about it.
I'd be able to go up to like some like lake or sea, throw my fish in, and catch like fucking Shiva or Ifrit or one of the summons. Like, goddamn! If I'm just sitting here catching trout all day for $60,
I better catch Kefka in there, like
yeah,
for real.
just to like pull out Sephiroth. Like, what the hell are you doing here?
Worth it.
I feel bad for artists who have to work on like those city building games though.
Oh god,
'Cause, like,
yeah.
you know that they went to 4 years of art school because the art is not bad.
No,
in
it's
them,
not. It's just the
but
game.
that doesn't make the games fun.
Yeah.
Like, as much as it might suck, like, and especially like, there's ads for games like I don't even know what they're fucking called. They're okay. I'm gonna explain the ad to you, and I think
Okay.
you'll know what I'm talking about. Where like, there's a guy in the lower right hand corner or girl, and they're like green screened in, and they're like, "Oh, this is the most fun game ever! Look,
those fake
these
ass
people,
Let's Play
Oh,
things.
yeah, those fake Let's Play, and
Yeah.
and they're like, oh, look, this one has awesome wings. This one's a mechanical T-Rex. Awesome. And
Yeah,
you
they're
know
like
those
some
ads?
weird like
I think I've seen one
phone
of those.
RPG,
I don't
whatever
know.
the hell they are.
They're so, and like,
Yeah, I don't even know
because
what game
I feel
it is.
like the artists definitely put a lot of time into modeling those characters because they're
Well,
not
yeah.
badly modeled.
Yeah.
But no one's going to, anyone who does play that game is not going to like it because it's a fucking phone RPG.
Yeah. No, I know exactly what you're talking about, and I laugh every time because it's so fake. Wow, look at this game, it's so great, as the person's standing there looking at their phone.
Or like, okay, the fucking ads that are like, so I just leveled up my character. And
Yeah.
this guy's trying to raid me now. Okay, I think I can handle it. We'll take him on. Oh no, my character just got taken. that's the ad. Like,
Oh! Yeah, I can, or there's one for, I don't know what it's called, but it's, you can like do different formations for your armies,
Mhm.
and they're like, well, I got a lot of people, or whatever the fuck she says.
well, she has a lot of infantry, so I
So
think I
I
should be able to take her on.
Oh, wow, and then they lost, just like, oh no, I lost. Wait, you can go in different formations? You can go in a V formation? And she
Oh,
went,
cool.
oh, cool. I'm just like, so, whose $10 did you get? Like,
What marketing team
yeah, they're like,
fucking thinks that those ads are working?
it's no better than the guy who was sitting at the computer typing, just like with his hands smacking against the keyboards.
I like
that.
I'll give Clash Royale has some great fucking ads. Okay?
Well, they're fully animated and like actually have-
or like they're like do you know the one where there's the two people at dinner, the man and the woman?
Oh yeah, they're
I've had such a great time. Oh, me too. I've got this. No, really, I do.
They-
No, I do. No, me.
They're like, settle it, yeah.
Settle it. that's like a legitimately good ad.
Or
And
the
it's-
one,
playable.
I'm sure it's made by the same company as Clash of Clans, but there's that Beach War one where they had like,
Yeah, super soft.
yeah, like those ones, like they actually have, again, they have love put into it and they're
they
actually
do a
thought
good
out.
job of selling the game.
Yeah,
Like,
and they're
just these
generally
other-
good ads, I think.
And like apparently there's League of Legends on phone now.
I
Probably.
don't know.
There's League of Legends Mobile. It released pretty recently, but the
Wow.
ad and
Get it?
I think that it's legit League of Legends.
Not just some,
No.
No, I mean like the
No.
same company.
Oh.
I know it's
Not
not
the
the
full
I was
same.
like,
I'm
the
not
fuck
an
are you
idiot.
smoking?
I'm not an idiot. I'm saying it's legit like released by the same people,
I
like
don't know.
like how Final Fantasy makes their games.
Yeah.
I think it's legit the same company, but the ads are so bad they look like those cheap fucking
knockoff
knockoff
PlayStation.
games.
I'd
We're
have to
guaranteed
look
to
that
profit from this ad because we put no money into it.
up. Pretty much.
Anyways,
Hey, we made a penny. Score.
phone games are a topic that we can cover like more in depth on another
Considering
podcast.
how long they've been around for and how terrible they
You know what? I'm putting it down as a
Back in
podcast
my
topic.
day, we had Temple Run.
Yeah, I remember that too.
Yeah.
Like that was what, sophomore?
It was like
Sophomore year.
They've tried to stay alive with like brand deals and stuff. There was a wizard. There was like, you remember that movie about the Wizard of Oz?
nope. Wait, you mean the Wizard of Oz?
No. It was about the Wizard of Oz.
Oh,
it wasn't.
the-
the Wizard of Oz.
Oz, Great and Powerful.
Yes.
I like
Yeah.
that one. I like that one.
They
The
did a
Johnny
brand
Depp.
deal with There's a Temple Run Oz, Great and Powerful.
Oh Jesus.
Trying to do what Angry Birds did.
Yeah, pretty much. And I'm pretty sure they're done
Yeah.
like making Temple Run games.
Well, you know when it's literally the same game over and over and over and over and over and over and over again.
It's Angry Birds. They're doing fine.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, that's
Anyway.
because of their brain.
Oh, there's also a pop game, an Angry Birds pop game. Bubble Pop.
Why?
Do you know what they are?
Wait,
Do I know
no,
what
maybe
birds
not.
are?
The
Yes.
Bubble Pop games. It's like there's like 4 or 5 different colors of bubbles that are on the screen, and you shoot them from the center.
Oh, yeah.
It's like that.
Fucking stupid.
Here's one of those. It's called Angry Birds Pop.
It's like the Rick and Morty episode. Yoshi's like,
Pretty
There's also
much.
Angry Birds like puzzle game. I don't know. There's a lot.
Angry Birds Trozoe.
There's a lot of Angry Birds games.
Jesus Christ.
Anyways, that's all the time we have for today on the Background Noise Podcast.
Yeah.
Like, comment, and subscribe if you made it to this point in the video.
You can give yourself a pat on the back too.
Yeah, and make
Genetically
sure that you
added
know
for
that you
an
made it
Android.
farther than Seth did, because he was falling asleep in the video.
I was
Yeah.
like 10 minutes ago.
So there you go.
Alright, we love you guys. Thanks for watching.
Bye.